Cool. Yeah. So yes, of course, we will focus on delivery apps. But let me first just say a few words about gamification and what's not gamification. You know, gamification is not just a game and then you play for hours about it. That's not gamification. Or it's not also that if you give a free prize to the winner. That's not gamification. Gamification goes much deeper and tries to motivate the behavior of people, touching their intrinsic motivations, like loss or empowerment or self accomplishment. So just to give you an example, if you give a free voucher to someone versus letting someone play a game, use his time, use his curiosity, his knowledge to win a voucher, this voucher he will use it more often, up to 5 times more often than just if you get him a voucher for free. So that's why the logics of gamification we are using to bring people doing or citizens to do what they have to do, or consumers to consume more on your app.
Okay, that's great.
Another few words just for introduction is which is very important. On the right side, you can see a big delivery app. It's no more a food delivery; it's a super app in Latin America, where our platform was integrated since 2000. And very important to know is also that we are not offering something new. It's white labeled and it's customizable. So that means, David, if you have an app, a yellow app, and we work together, we will do that. The features, the gamification features we are delivering to you, look and feel like your yellow app. This is very important. Yeah.
So basically, what you're trying to say here is that Goama is doing a gaming platform that can be easily integrated into an app, a mobile app, or a website, right?
Exactly. You don't need
the user experience will be the same. It's going to take you outside. It's going to live inside the app, right?
Exactly. That's very important that we stay inside the existing app ecosystem. And also, you already mentioned it's a lightweight integration. So it's one code line which is necessary to make the API handshake and to connect the two platforms. It's not a month-long integration process. It's a very quick, easy plug-and-play solution we offer.
For people in Latin America, we all know Rappi is in more than 14 countries right now. It has millions of active users, daily users. And we've been living there. Goama is having their games inside Rappi 2 years ago, and it's incredible. Like the traffic, the conversion from user to player is very interesting, and all the promotions and sales that you can do within the app with the games are something different. It's a different strategy, marketing strategy that you can implement with these games that I am for sure know that you're going to be sharing with us later.
Exactly. So I will show you an example which is very close to what we did with Rapid. So what's the main? So this is already a concrete example. So the main thing is that we help companies and their marketing teams to increase user retention. And here, in addition, in using branded games, we have our own in-house development team for games, so we can develop games for brands. But we have also already made games we can offer you. You don't need to build a proper game for each company. But here I would like to show you an example with the delivery app and using a branded game. And you see some KPIs mentioned there. But let me just go straight into this use case. So what we are doing is, you, for example, order a pizza or some other food, maybe a Swiss fondue. I would order, but I cannot here in Belgrade. But let's see, maybe in the future. And but the thing is, some challenges for the delivery companies is that while people is waiting, they're not staying on their app. They're also maybe canceling the order because it's going too long. It's taking more than 20 minutes. And So what we can do, this is just an example, we can have pop-ups and everything, but we can have also a part of the screen who is showing, come, while you're waiting, let's play this game and see, you will get a Coca-Cola or a Snickers. And then we could show that people is increasing more than 10%. Of the players, of the visitors who are seeing this are also playing the game. So that means they are seeing also the Coca-Cola advertisement, of course, are playing the game, have fun, but stay still on your app. So that is
okay. That's amazing, because I see two things here. The first one is, okay, you can implement the games and the gamification throughout the whole app, right? Could be in the waiting screen, on home banners, push notifications, whatever the communication is to make users become players. But then you can implement, for example, if you have a brand, you're Rappi, you can implement the Rappi games, but also you can sell branded games to the partners that you have. In this case, could be Coca-Cola, could be Snickers. So there's two revenue streams that you can create with just one platform, and many other with the ads and many things that we can discuss. But this is very interesting, and I see some numbers here, Ivar, which is the 10% conversion rate will be from user to player, right? Many, like all the traffic that you have is the average conversion rate from user to player is 10%, right?
Exactly. And yeah, exactly. You really got the point that we have already some partners. We develop games like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Snickers in Latin America and Asia. Now we're trying to do the same in Europe. So this is one revenue stream. But even if you don't go for these branded games, with our existing games, this is the increase of conversion rate in 10% is an average we reach with our games. And it's not, it's almost the same between male and female, young and old people. So this is also very important. You will see, I will maybe show you some games later. It's not games for one specific audience. We are trying to get games for all different kind of audience. And these games are not that complicated, they are casual games. So that a large audience with a good purchase power is playing these games. And also between Android and iPhone, we have almost the same conversion rates. So that shows that we are really, with our growth hacking team, we are following the behavior of the players and visitors and trying to increase this every day together, of course, with the app delivery marketing team.
That's a good. For example, there's a question that people is doing right now, and I'm gonna read it to you regarding the ages. And Fernando is asking, what like are the games tailored for young people? And that's a question that I receive all the time. It's like, all these games that we provide are only for young people, or what's the average or the ages of the people, of the audiences that are playing those games, and what kind of games are those that we have? That's a good question.
Yeah, exactly. So here the numbers you can see are always average numbers we are showing here, but what we see is that with different games we can reach different audiences. So that's why sometimes we develop for one brand. For example, for Snickers, we developed a football game, but also some like a Candy Crush type of game. So and that's how we try to reach different audiences. And also the companies and the brands, they tell us, let's focus on that or that. But we have you can also see we have more than 25 million monthly active users where we can follow what they are doing. We don't know their names and so on, but we see how they behave, and so can we adjust for our other based on this experience. We can adjust the numbers for our new partners.
Through the data, we can know like how many sessions, play sessions they can have, what kind of games are playing, how much time are they spending on the app. And the average in general that I've seen in Goama is around 14 14 minutes, right?
Exactly.
Which you're making the users stay, so you can like keep them, retain them into your app, which is super important for this kind of companies, tech-based companies.
Exactly. And if you are in competition with other apps, people comes to your app because of the game, and then they do other actions. The game is just to hack them or to keep them in your app, but then they do transactions in your app to increase income and so on. Yeah, this is just an example. Where you can get and click on it and just play, and then you stay in the app. And of course, the average is about 14 minutes. Yes, so here, in addition to to this branded game, we have, of course, also we can place banners. We can call to action. If you want to do a survey, just right after the game, we can place a survey, or different kind of places. We can place the ads in the game or around the game. Let me just go on, and that's a concrete example. So this is another combination with a food delivery app, Food Panda, in the Philippines. So our platform is connected to Gcash. Gcash is an e-wallet, and together with our partner Food Panda, we developed some games and are doing regularly campaigns. Even now, there's a campaign ongoing in the Gcash app together with Food Panda. So the people who is on the Gcash app, they play a Food Panda game, and Food Panda is giving vouchers at the end of the game as a reward. As I mentioned in the beginning, the theory is always that you stay in the ecosystem. So the idea is that you stay in the Gcash Food Panda ecosystem. So you go to Gcash, you play a Food Panda game, you win a Food Panda voucher, and you pay this voucher with Gcash, which is an e-wallet. So Gcash wins, but you always stay in this environment of a super app. You do all your transactions inside there, and you have fun.
Yeah, totally. I think that's very interesting. That's very interesting because by integrating the gaming platform, the Goama gaming platform, into your app, you're going to be having a new world inside, right? Like all these games, all these leaderboards, all the prizes that you can give, the brands that can create campaigns through your platform. So it's super interesting. And this is an innovative way to do marketing, that's coming from Asia, and now we're trying to spread all over the world, right? Like in Latam is working very, very well, USA, Europe, but this is coming from Asia, that they normally in Asia, they're ahead of us, right? In these kind of things.
And also what I have to also say, I was in let's say developing countries in Africa and in Bangladesh. So what interesting is also that our company, his origins are from Bangladesh. So there's no more now north-south development cooperation, but it's from the south coming to the north, from Asia coming to Europe. And I think that's how the world is growing together. And this gives me a good input to the next slide. I think I mentioned, I have it. Cool. So this is what we also can see, that the aim of our company is not only business. Of course, we need business to survive, but it's doing good through gaming. This is our vision, and that means also that we are always looking also for partnerships with non-profit organizations like WWF. So we developed the game for them in the Philippines, and again with Gcash, we let the people play and have fun on Gcash, and by them the donations went for projects in WWF projects. And for us, it's important to do the same. As soon as we have partners in Europe, we are also trying to get, also for COVID, we made some educational games where you could do some give some donations to COVID patients and so on. So this is also important to mention, that we are always trying to link also non-profit organizations and let them, through our gamification competencies, also win more people who is donating.
That is super important. I think we can mention here that that not only the game and the gamification platform could be used for only revenue and all the these KPIs for getting more users, but also universities, non-profit organizations, and many other companies can use these tools to acquire users, or whatever the goals are looking for. It can help and do it in a different way, right?
Yeah, and also important is that we are always trying to adapt the visuals to the company or the institution. As you are mentioning, it can be more fun or more serious. It's depending on the institution, on the company,
on the brand manual, in the look and feel of the company, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think many people is asking right now about the games. Okay, you're talking about the gamification platform, the integration, how it works, how can we use it? But okay, let's see the games. What kind of games do we have? How do you customize the games? And what I see right now is some interesting games here.
Yeah, exactly. So I made a choice of 3 games here. The first one you see is the Snickers Soccer game, which is a penalty game. We all know that Switzerland won against France last year in the penalties, but then we lost against Spain. So penalties is a very common game, and of course now this Snickers game we can adapt to all different other brands, and the World Cup this year is coming up, so it could be interesting also to make a game in this direction.
I love that game. It's super simple to play, but super engaging. Yeah. And super real, right? Like you feel like you're kicking the ball really well.
Yeah, and you can make the chip. You can make left, right, top, down. So it's I have to agree. We have the quality of our games are really good. Then
okay,
the
so
other one.
I see. Okay, I see here. I see 2D and 3D games, right here. We have 2 different kind of games.
Yeah, good point. So the 2D games. And in the middle, you have a very good example of what we made for Food Panda. It's a 3D game. The Subway Surfers logic, where you have to jump and collect money. It's a game lots of younger people is playing mainly, but we adapted it also for elder people. So this is also that's also in our portfolio. We have 3D games. We have 2D games. And then the right hand again, this is it's trendy. It's a food waste
company.
It's a company, and so you have to try to catch the good food and not throw it away, and pay attention to the rubbish bags. And so again here you see there is also something to do for nature or for against food waste. We can also try to think about together with different companies, what kind of game could we adapt to reach your audience and to give visibility in another way, not just with ads and so on, but just with entertaining and touching all these different behaviors we have in us related to games and gamification.
Exactly. So there's 2 things here that we can clarify. The first one is that we can develop a game from scratch, like the Food Panda game that you see from here. We customize that game. We did all the coding, all the UX, UI, and all the logic of the game from scratch. We can do that.
Yeah.
But also,
and we own the code, so we can do. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and also we've been developing a lot of games that we already have that we can easily rebrand for your company. So we can change the logo, we can change the main character or the sprite or the look and feel. So that's the second option for companies that want to implement easy, fast strategies with the gaming, but they don't want to invest at the beginning a lot of money developing games from scratch. But you can do, you can do brand or reskin the games that we already have that are used that are played by millions of active users in a daily basis, and we know these games work with data. So these are the 2 ways that we can do this. You can brand a game.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's all correct. What you are saying, and what is also important that we have game developers in Asia, but also in Europe. Yeah, so we have so that the gaming behavior we are taking our experience from Asia. Now we are adapting it to the European audience.
Okay.
So,
What else do you have regarding the games?
Yeah, let me see. So now I think we are already a little bit long. So let's just jump a little bit through with these screens, and I just say a few points of. So this is all part of our offer, and important is also to know that. Of course, leaderboards is important at the voucher, but it's not needed that we do all in one time. The whole different features like tickets we can adapt. It's very important we don't create a parallel loyalty point system. We use your system. If it's tickets, coins, we will adapt them graphically and also in the naming. We can use all the different languages you need, but it has to look like your ecosystem. We have, of course, Redemption Center, which is important to make the link between the reward and the skills you and the time you invest in the gaming, and more features. The share with friends. If user acquisition is one of your next goals, we start with that. We will focus on the sharing with friends options we have to link with the social media and so on. Come and see, I got 20 out of 25 penalties. I made it in. Can you do better? Mm-hmm. So you can send these messages directly to your friends, and your friends can do the same. And if they have your delivery app already, they got directly to the game, to the same game. If they don't, they can download the app and then play the game.
User acquisition, free user or good, very low cost user acquisition, right?
Yes.
With this social sharing. So I wanna make a summary that now that we're about to finish this webinar, and Goama provides basically 3 services. The first one is that you can brand or create your hyper casual games with us. We can do that. Second, all the gamification features that Ivar just showed you, like tickets, leaderboards, social sharing, like conversion from loyalty strategies that you have, prices, everything regarding the marketing strategy and the gamification, it's there. The third one is that the technology integration. We can easily integrate into any mobile app, website, or create just a microsite that you can drive traffic there. And the fourth, and it's very important, we just don't provide technology, not only the technology, which is super important, but we also provide a growth hacking and marketing team to get those KPIs that you're looking for. That's people working on the tournaments, publishing new tournaments, changing the logic of the prizes and the rewards, changing the look and feel, launching the campaigns. So that's a support that we have also. That's super important to get the KPIs that you're looking for. And that's an information that I wanted to give you. I guess you guys are looking
it's
for
important
information.
Just an addition. All the data we are gathering, we are sharing with our partners in a real-time dashboard. So this is also important. It's part of our service is that you all the time can follow by yourself the conversion rates, players to which game is going better, what hours people is active and less active.
Yeah, the data is super important to keep on track what we're doing, like to optimize in a weekly basis, in a daily basis, all these campaigns. And I guess you people that are watching this webinar have come with, like a lot of questions that you might have. We're open to solve them, to check on your specific case and help you guys to gather a proposal for, like the game and gamification strategies that we're doing for a lot of brands right now. So this was Ivar Trippolini. You can find them. There's the information there in this webinar. You will find more information about how to schedule a meeting with him and with me if you wanna have some more information about marketing and how we were doing, all these innovative strategies. just send emails or contact us. So
Yes.
thank you, Ivar, for being here and give all this information for us.
Yeah, just one last information. You know, in the meantime, I don't know how long did it last, this webinar? Maybe 20 minutes. So in the meantime, my Swiss fondue should have been delivered by the delivery company from Belgrade. So this is the time we can help you to cover in all the different kind of delivery apps.
Yeah, you can stay playing right now instead of canceling the order, right?
Exactly.
All right, Ivar, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next time.
Yes.
All right.
Always a pleasure. See you, David. Bye-bye.